Hi everyone, Delaney here with Healing Gifts Boutique. I have done a layout, so I've already shuffled my cards, but I'm doing an overall reading, a general reading for the Divine Masculine. This is going to be a little bit more detailed than normal. I've used 3 decks today, and I asked 3 different questions. So I asked, how's the Divine Masculine feeling towards the Divine Feminine at this time? What's going on in the Divine Masculine's life, and what is to come? So before I get started on everything, I'm just going to note that I have quite a few, I have 2 page cards. So a lot of energy that's coming from the Divine Masculine is going to be innocent and young. So like fresh ideas, new ideas. They're just kind of on the brink, but they haven't yet started. I also have a lot of 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4 6s. And 6s is going to be about deep emotions, love, home, and hearth, and deepening of empathy. So we'll go ahead and we'll get started. I'm going to start with the how's the Divine Masculine feeling towards the Divine Feminine at this time. So the first card that I pulled is Love Begins. So this is going to be for my Psychic Tarot deck. In a normal tarot deck, I would compare this card very much to the Ace of Cups. So this is about the way that the Divine Masculine is feeling towards the Divine Feminine is very full. Cups is about emotions and relationships. The clarification card for the Love Begins is harmony. Next I have the Triumph card. And to clarify the Triumph card, I've got Passion Ignites. So I'm going to just go over all the cards that I have and then read them as a whole. Next I got the Hope card. And clarifying the Hope card, I've got the Temptation card. I also do have 2 number 15s in this card. In this spread, we'll get there. Next I have Wisdom. Clarifying the Wisdom, I have Moving On. I also, next I have Awareness. To clarify awareness, I've got Positive Movement Forward. Then I've got the third eye or brow chakra, and to clarify that, I've got the Universe. So how's the Divine Masculine feeling towards the Divine Feminine at this time? What I'm reading from this right now is that the Universe is really speaking to the Divine Masculine right now, and through the brows. So visions, in visual ways, synchronicities, seeing things, dreams, things along that line. Also, the Universe is speaking to him let me rephrase that. The Universe, he's becoming very aware. The Divine Masculine is becoming very aware of himself and the connection between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. And it's making him think a lot about positive actions and moving forward in his life. With this awareness and the speaking from the Universe, it's bringing the Divine Masculine a lot of wisdom. But that also comes along with the twin flame relationship. We bring out wisdom in each other, and this is causing him to move on from things and let go of things. And this may just be the beginning of that. Everybody is in a different place on their journey, so either they've moved on from things that may be holding them back from the relationship, whether that be karmics, childhood wounds, different lifestyles. He's letting go or beginning, or it is to come, to move on and let go of these things, because he's becoming more wise. When the divine masculine feels or thinks about the divine feminine in his life, he sees that he could have a lot of triumph, that they could be successful together, and together they ignite a lot of passion. Although he feels that way, the divine masculine is having a lot of temptation, and with this temptation, he's feeling kind of conflicted, a lot of mental restlessness. I feel he's still kind of stuck up in things, whether that be ego traps, like I said, with moving on, different lifestyles, unhealthy relationships. He's got some toxicity still in him, but there's a lot of hope that this can be released. And with this speaking from the universe and this awareness and these ideas of positive moving forward, and with the wisdom that's coming, it's bringing ideas of new love and harmony when he thinks about the divine feminine. So overall, with these cards and these universe and awareness and chakra cards that pops up, I feel a lot of things aren't necessarily happening here on the physical, but on a soul level. So with time, all these things are going to trickle down. The divine masculine is, when it comes to the divine feminine, the divine masculine is really connecting to the idea and seeing the spiritual connection in the relationship. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes when it comes to the twin flame relationship, especially for the divine masculine at this time. I think it's bringing out a lot of inner wisdom, rather he's paying attention to it or not. Like I said, he's holding on to some toxicity, but with this hope, I feel a light is coming and changes are coming. Like the cards said, positive movement forward. Notice the light in both of these. There's going to be some light shine on the shadow side in the divine masculine. With this awareness card, and I haven't gotten to what's going on in the divine masculine's life yet, but I did get the star card. So I see a lot of spiritual growth and ascension coming for the divine masculine. And I did a 3-card pull yesterday for the divine masculine, and I got the ascension card. So I feel a lot of growth coming for the divine masculine. I'm going to move on from the divine feminine, and we're going to go over to what's going on in the divine masculine's life at this time. So the first card that I pulled for the divine for this question was the 6 of Swords. Now the 6 of Swords is going to be a lot like the positive movement forward. Notice how they're in this boat and they're rowing away, and over here the water's really calm, and over here it's really jaggedy and rough. This symbolizes moving moving on and moving forward to more fruitful things in life. Letting go of things that aren't serving their higher good and looking for a more fruitful future. The next card that I've got is the Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands is going to be young and innocent ideas. So, notice how in the Page of Wands, he's standing there and he's really looking at this wand. And the Divine Masculine is, from this walking away, the Divine Masculine is having these new and fresh ideas of things that he wants in life. The Divine Masculine has this like catalyst to him to bring change into people, and he's having some new fresh creative ideas, but being the Page, they haven't been put into action yet. And the next card that I've got is the Tower. So I do see the action is kind of going to be forced into his life soon, if not already happening, because some things are falling apart, whether this be in his life or just inside of himself. Something big is going to happen. There's going to be a big change. Next, I have the Page of Pentacles. Once again, young ideas. This is going to be about manifesting. So the Divine Masculine is looking to take some steps forward in his life to manifest and grasp the things that he desires. I don't see any actual work being done into doing this. These are just new, fresh ideas. Next, I have the Star card. So this is going to be about the chakras, also spiritual growth, spiritual awareness. Notice how she's got one foot in the water and one knee on the ground. She's pouring these cups. She symbolizes strength, and with strength means accepting the good and the bad inside you and loving yourself despite that. So I see a lot of wisdom and awareness and spiritual growth coming for the Divine Masculine from whatever these new and fresh ideas are, and whatever it is that he may be walking away from, unhealthy lifestyles, toxic relationships, healing deep inner wounds. So next I have the Ten of Wands. So with the crumbling of things inside of the Divine Masculine and these new ideas and the walking away and letting go and the healing, this is putting a lot of work for the Divine Masculine, and I feel this not physically but mentally. The Divine Masculine is having a hard time. And the next card that I got is the Devil card. So I'm going to compare this a lot to the Temptation card. The Divine Masculine has a lot of toxicity inside him and or in his life around him, but he is next I have the Hangman. He's really changing his perception. He's finding wisdom and wanting to, I see these toxicities being released soon because he has these new ideas and he's becoming aware of them and himself. So with the Hangman, the Divine Masculine's perception has changed. Something inside him has so notice the Hangman, he's obviously hanging upside down, and if my camera was a little clearer you could see that the Hangman, he's actually not bonded in any way. He's just hanging there. So like I said, the Divine Masculine's perception has changed, whether that be towards the Divine Feminine and towards himself in life in general. He is seeing things differently, and that's just one of those things that's causing this awareness, and it's happening through the universe speaking to him. And becoming self-aware of these toxicities inside him. And this is causing him to really fight and want justice in his life and want balance. He's really seeking to find balance in his life. So next I have the cards that I pulled were for what is to come for the Divine Masculine. The first card that I have is Emotional Release. Next I have New Beginnings, which we've got another New Beginning card already. And then the next I have a Masculine Energy and Growth. And we've had a lot of growth cards already with the Universe, Awareness, moving forward, moving on, the Star card, Justice, and the Six of Swords. So what I'm getting from this is that in the near future, the Divine Masculine is going to have an emotional release. Rather, this is a mental breakdown, a really good cry from his, right now, his change in perception. Some things are going to come to surface and be released, and this is probably going to be something that's painful but necessary, because he has new beginnings coming for him, and we see this already with the Tower falling. As we speak, this is happening in the Divine Masculine. So new beginnings, I see that coming with love, and not only for him, another, but for himself. New beginnings, because he's about to go through some really big spiritual growth. Next, I have the Masculine Energy. I'm going to compare this a lot with, I feel a lot of the same things from this card as I do with the Justice, coming, and with the Awareness also, but coming more in tune with himself and his energy and finding balance. The Sun is a major symbol for masculine energy, as where to the Moon will be for feminine energies, but the masculine is going to really become in tune with himself. And I feel that some of this might be from realizations and all of this stuff that he is feeling for the Divine Feminine, his counterpart. The last card that I said was Growth, and I see this in both of the other layouts that I have here. Big changes and realizations. I feel a lot of ascension and spiritual awakening coming for the Divine Masculine in the very near future. So I think I'm going to end it on that note. So how is the Divine Masculine feeling towards the Divine Feminine? I think he's having a lot of realization, like I said, about the connection between the two. The universe is really speaking to him. That spiritual awakening's coming, and we know that the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine really bring out and excel that ascension process in each other. Right now, what's going on in the Divine Masculine's heart and mind and in his life right now is a lot of fresh and new ideas, but it's causing a lot of distress and shaking him to his very core, and it's causing a lot of hard work. He might still be running with these temptation cards. Still not quite seeing, but that awareness is coming very soon. He's going to be seeking justice in his life and making changes with this change of perception. I would expect that as a collective, and since this is a general reading, that there's going to be a lot of compassion and strength that the Divine Masculine is going to be finding inside of himself, and self-love, changes, a lot of chakra balance happening as well. I could also see some contact coming from the divine masculine to the divine feminine, reaching out in a way. I think I'm going to pull just a couple cards for the divine feminine on things to help her right now. So let's do that. I'm going to use my shaman deck. Let's see. Okay. So, some things for the divine feminine to work on or look out for. I've got it's all good. So, divine feminine, even though sometimes we have it's emotional for us. We know that we feel the divine masculine very deeply. So with all these things going on with him, stay grounded and just know that everything is okay. Next, I have the reunion of souls, which is funny to me. I get the same feel from the reunion of souls as harmony. So divine feminine, since this is a general reading, I would expect some contact from the divine masculine, like I said, in the very near future. Some merging happening. And with that merging, some transformation. Keep working on you. Keep doing you. Don't worry about all that other yuck. You know, when the divine feminine works on herself, it's just a matter of time before the divine masculine starts doing the same. And I feel that coming very soon. I think I'm just going to stop there. I know I said that before. Please comment below. Let me know if any of this resonates with you. I am willing to do some readings for people, so also comment if you're interested in that. I'm, of course, sending light and love to you all. Thank you.